Hi Pisces, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your Love Bite. Pisces, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Pisces Spirit. Alright, Pisces, 3 cards for the first person. 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the King of Wands. Second person, 7 of Pentacles, Strength card, and the 4 of Wands. Mutual energies, the Star card, 7 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. Bottom of my deck, I have an Empress in reverse. And somebody here is very stressed out. They're having anxiety, stress, sleepless nights, trying to figure out how they can bring back some peace in this connection. They are very attracted to the other person who they feel probably doesn't want them back, but they are wanting to take action, but they're having a lot of stress about maybe whether their wish will come true or not, or how do they heal this connection. The other person says, yeah, I've been very, very disappointed in this connection, Omkaratarot. I am standing up for myself because this didn't work out between us. They were not interested. They didn't see me as a long-term partner. In fact, they didn't care for me. They didn't nurture this connection. They didn't treat me with respect. So they just left me here waiting, like an option in their life. So, alright, so I'm going to clarify all these cards for you, Pisces, and then of course we'll do your mutual energies as well. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll do the clarification. Pisces and their person, Spirit. Pisces and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Pisces and their person, Spirit. Pisces and their person. Alright, we'll take a few more from a third deck as well, Pisces, and then we'll start the reading. Pisces and their person, Spirit. Pisces and their... Alright. Good to go. Let's start the reading, Pisces. And if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Pisces, says, I wish you could love yourself the way that I love you. I had to lose you to learn to love myself unconditionally, so that then you could learn to do the same. I'm now shining brighter, and I have faith that one day you will see the true love and light within you, as I do. It drives me crazy when you behave like a spoiled child who takes me and my love for granted. Yes, I love you unconditionally, but I'm not your parent. And quite frankly, your behavior takes the piss at times. You need to act like an adult for our relationship to work. I get so frustrated when you're on the phone when we are together. I want to get up and walk out of the room because it's so very disrespectful. I see our time together as sacred and, believe it or not, limited. If we are spending precious time together, our attention should be on each other. I don't want to hide this love. I can feel your desire for me. I really haven't been happy without you. I want to hold you. You should be here. I'm frustrated. I'm regaining my emotional strength. I want you all to myself. Alright, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Pisces, let's start the reading. Let's focus on the first line, which is the first person for me, person A. Second line is person B. And newcomers, these are not gender-based. You could be either one of them if this is your reading, right? So, person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling? Why are you having so much stress and anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares? What's worrying you? Why are you so worried? Because they want to come out of the cold. They want to come out of the cold, but they also don't want to do anything which can backfire on them. Yeah, they do want to heal the connection, but they don't want that, oh, I'll go and tell them, and then it'll just end up that I'll be hurt instead. Or what if we have another tower between us? What if they, point out the mistakes I made, or, speak some truth which I don't want to hear. So this person is very, very frustrated right now. They want that person to forget about everything in the past. It's like, can we just transform this connection? Like they are really burdened, very overwhelmed. Maybe because in the past this person behaved very badly. Maybe they had ego problems, or it was always their way or the highway. They never made a choice. They could have juggled the other person, but now they're realizing, I do want to take action. I have a lot of passion for the other person. It's not just like a Knight of Wands passion, but I want to be their King of Wands now. I wish I had, invested when the time was right. So they're very disappointed with themselves that they didn't realize this earlier and never made that offer. Now they're a little scared of that sword that the other person would be holding. They feel very insecure and small to even like approach the other person, have that conversation. They know they'll have to be the ones who'll have to take the lead now and talk about why they were rude, or why they were mean, or why they played all those games. So they are trying to figure out how now to create peace and balance in this connection, how to bring back the peace without maybe getting scolded. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Yeah, they want to end the fight. It's like, let's not fight anymore. You are my soulmate. I want to return back to you. But they're not sure whether if they take a leap of faith, it will work, or they end up looking like a fool. This person is very, 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 very afraid. They are very afraid. So, King of Wands, you're in the upright. You want to say something here? I'll give you the mic. King of Wands. King of Wands says, let's just talk about the future. Let's just talk about the future. Let's tell them to stop talking about the past. I have the clarity now. And what's that clarity, King of Wands? What's the King of Wands? That I am absolutely emotionally void without the person who is my true partner. This is my soulmate. I want to offer them a cup. I want the cup from them. All I want is peace in this connection now, Omkaratarot. They are my soulmate. Okay, you don't need to say anything else after that, King of Wands. That was enough. Let's move on to the next person. Person B, how are you feeling about this? Person B says, I've been thoroughly disappointed in this connection. I was not nurtured. I was not cared for, because the only side of that person that they've seen is the player version. The Knight of Wands, the one I spoke about, right? So this is somebody immature, just wants passion, is in and out of people's lives, wants more than one partner. So person B is still because that's what they've seen. So they're very disappointed. Yeah. You're telling me they're a king? No, they were just a Knight of Wands who was, out playing the field basically. And what's the Strength card then? Yeah, person B says, I stopped waiting around. I'm nobody's option. I'm not going to be somebody's option and keep waiting for the rest of my life. I'm stronger than ever before. I'm more healed than ever before. I'm in my power now. I'm no longer waiting around for an offer from them, because I've been through my own stress and anxiety and sleepless nights and the depression I went through. I was hurt. I was betrayed, and they just left me for dead. Well, all I wanted was something long term. I felt that this person is my soulmate. I was hoping we could build together. We could have a 10 of cups together. We could have a happily ever after together. But they never offered it to me, Omkaratarot. They never offered it to me. So that's the reason when I realized that they're not offering me what I want or what we should have, I realized all the cups that they were offering were all empty. There was no emotional happiness here, so I walked away. So person B has become stronger. They have learnt a huge lesson in valuing themselves first, getting onto their own chariot, maybe making progress in their life. So they are looking at person A as, yeah, you just disappointed me. You probably were not on the same page as me, or something like that. Okay, so mutual energies then for the first person. They are feeling pretty hopeless right now. Why? Because they feel the person who they love unconditionally probably has removed their love from them, has put a lid on that cup of love, may or may never give it to them. It's like, how do I now go and tell them that I want to spend the rest of my life with them? I see them as my soulmate, the person I want to grow old with. What if they don't want to have a partnership with me anymore? So maybe something about them came out in the past. Maybe they did lie, they did cheat, they did ghost, they did something, and that is why they are a little afraid. Tell me, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Yes, this person was emotionally unavailable, maybe at that time, and they probably did or said or didn't say things that they should have. This person was a little bit of a control freak maybe at that time, and now they are realizing that without the other person in their life they are very, very unhappy. I think one of the cards said that I haven't been happy without you either. They're desperately trying to find a way to unbreak their person's heart. They know a simple apology is not going to work, right? So they are stuck. They're stuck at crossroads trying to figure out, what can I do to first of all create peace, and try and avoid maybe talking about the past, because they are scared, to be honest. So, all right, so person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? Person B says, well, I lost hope in this connection, Omkaratarot, because, yeah, they did lie, they did cheat, they did ghost me, they treated me like I was an option in their life, and they wanted to keep the door open, right? They did not make up their mind. I just waited around for nothing. I kept my life on hold for nothing. I personally felt that maybe, we should be in a commitment, and maybe this is going to be a long term. I waited around as long as I could till I finally gave up. I gave up, I've released this connection, I found out certain information about them which never made me feel as if I was of any priority to them. I felt unloved, uncared for, unnurtured, and that's when I realized that there is nothing long term here. They are continuing to make unwise and foolish choices and still having that maybe party lifestyle, or maybe still have other options. They're not ready to step up ever. All they are is a playboy who, made some promises they never intended to keep, or they just ended up breaking my heart. And here I was manifesting, thinking, praying to the universe, maybe there'll be a second chance, keeping myself single and waiting for them. No more. I think, okay, so tell me, okay, this is person B who says, I was not valued, so maybe this is over. Maybe there are no second chances here. And person A knows that, and that's why they're so worried, because they're not sure they're going to get a second chance. So that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Pisces.